Hello, I'm Jamie Dykes, ad interim state's attorney for Wicomico County, here at PAC 14 today to tell you about the Child Advocacy Center. Wicomico County, 18 years ago, led the effort on the Lower Eastern Shore to effectively investigate, prosecute, and treat victims of child abuse and neglect. We did that when the partners came together and were committed to a multidisciplinary approach. The partners were the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office, the Maryland State Police, Salisbury Police Department, the Department of Social Services, the Wicomico County State's Attorney's Office, and the Life Crisis Center. Over the years, we've lost the Maryland State Police as a partner due to restructuring, but we've added the medical piece. Dr. Jennifer Wayberg is a University of Maryland CHAMP-trained pediatrician who's available to assess and testify if necessary on all child physical, sexual, and neglect cases. We've also added Marin Miller, our new CAC coordinator. Welcome, Meredith.
Thank you, Jamie. My name is Marin Miller. I am the CAC coordinator. The purpose of my position is to do community outreach, educate the community in hopes to prevent child abuse and neglect.
What is the CAC?
The Child Advocacy Center is a safe, trauma-informed agency that provides services to children and families. It is a multidisciplinary team made up of the agencies that you mentioned a few minutes ago. The purpose of the Child Advocacy Center is as a one-stop approach, so children only have to tell their stories one time.
What's the benefit of that?
The benefit of having a CAC is it significantly decreases the number of interviews that a child has to go through. It provides services to the child that they may need that's housed under one location. So if a child may need a referral to therapy, Life Crisis Center is right there. If a child needs to see the medical provider, Dr. Wayberg is right there. If an interview requires law enforcement, the law enforcement officers are right there with the Child Protective Services workers. And the Child Protective Services workers do very thorough assessments and can link the families to any other services that they may need.
The multidisciplinary approach to child abuse cases is necessary because child abuse cases are different. They're different because a victim's exposure to violence can have long-term consequences without proper treatment, to include depression, anxiety, fear, substance abuse, and poor performance generally. Child abuse cases are different because offenders have control of their victim. Offenders are often parents, household members who decide when a victim eats, when a victim sleeps, whether a victim goes to school, and whether the clothes they go to school in are dirty or clean, or whether they go to the doctor or have any medical care. If a child discloses abuse, children are smart. They wonder whether they'll be believed or not, and if they are believed, what will happen to the offender? Because the child loves the offender, oftentimes they just want the abuse to stop. But what if a child isn't believed? The child, in all likelihood, will return to the offender, and the child will have a price to pay for that. Delayed disclosure is common. It's more likely than not a child will delay disclosure for years, and a number of victims never tell. But when they do tell, oftentimes there's no corroborating evidence in terms of DNA or biological evidence. The multidisciplinary approach is necessary to have all partners at the table to get these cases right the first time. Because what we know is that if we don't get the offender the first time, there will certainly be another victim. Meredith, April is really important to the Wicomico County Child Advocacy Center. Can you tell us why?
Yes, Jamie. April is Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month. It is a time to educate the community on the ways that they can help prevent child abuse and neglect, but it's also a time to recognize our staff at the Child Advocacy Center. They are the ones that are out on the front lines, the Child Protective Services workers and the law enforcement officers. It's also a time to recognize Life Crisis as the therapists who are the ones that provide the trauma-informed therapy to our victims of child abuse. The state's attorney's office are the ones that are in the courtrooms trying to get justice for those that abuse children, as well as Dr. Wayberg, who is the one who sees all of the children when they come in that have been abused and neglected. We have lots of community events coming up in April. They are listed on our Facebook page, which is Wicomico Child Advocacy Center Foundation, Inc. So if you guys would please check that out. There's numerous things coming up. But most importantly, our open house. We are having an open house on Friday, April the 20th from 2 to 5 p.m. Please come and drop in, meet the staff. We will have information, education material for the community. We'd love the community to come in and see everyone and learn more about the services that we provide.
Thank you for that, Meredith, and thank you for the hard work that you do every day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I'm Jamie Dykes, the state's attorney, a partner at the Wicomico County Child Advocacy Center. We appreciate you watching and learning more about the Child Advocacy Center.